everyone. So today I wanted to go over two different toddler formulas. I have the Enfagrow Toddler Next Step and the Similac Go and Grow. So the reason we have these is because my daughter has had low iron and vitamin D at a couple of her past appointments. So the doctor has told us to use a toddler formula at least once a day with her, just because it does have some extra vitamins and minerals compared to regular cow's milk. My daughter does drink cow's milk just fine. She totally transitioned over from formula to cow's milk okay, no issues. And then we make her last bottle of the day one of these toddler formulas, just so we know she's getting that in, because she kind of likes her last bottle before bed. I'm saying bottle, but we give it to her in a sippy cup actually, and have since she was a year old, and she takes that just fine. So another one of the perks to a toddler formula is when you go out and about, obviously, like, a lot of people aren't hauling around a big cooler, so it can be hard to have milk on hand for your baby or your toddler. So I really liked these, that I can fit this in, my formula holder, just like I did with my baby formula, and have some of this powdered stuff in there, because you just mix it with water. And my daughter actually prefers it kind of room temperature, so it's nice to be able to make that milk out on the go, rather than having to worry about finding milk or buying milk wherever you're at, or bringing it with you, because that just seems like a lot of hassle. So I will say, that's a big perk for me, at least, just because we do go out and about, or if we go to certain families' house, they'll only have skim milk, that sort of thing. And I can get, this is a 6-ounce serving, the same amount of powder. It's exactly like formula, so it's at 1 scoop per 2 ounces, so it does fit in my formula holders just fine, at least. So there are some differences in these two products. I had purchased the Enfagrow Toddler Next Step at Target because it was if you bought it, there was a good cartwheel deal, plus you got a gift card, and we'd gotten it before my daughter was even a year old, just for the purpose of being able to bring it out and about. But then when our doctor told us yeah, you need to give her some of this once a day, we were okay. So the Similac Go and Grow, my husband actually found a deal on Slick Deals where we got 3 of these for I think it was $50, and this is the big 36-ounce container size, which is an awesome deal. And then, even better deal, Amazon screwed up our shipping, and they sent us 3 more for free. So we got these dirt cheap. So we've got a lot of this stuff on hand. So there are a few differences between the Enfagrow and the Similac. I will say, first and foremost, my child just seems to prefer the taste of the Similac. Now, she'll drink them both, but she kind of is hesitant with the Enfagrow at first, and I've tried them, just like I tried baby formula. The Enfagrow, it's got kind of a vanilla-ish taste to it a little bit, whereas this is more regular milk formula-like. So I also feel the Enfagrow, even when it's all mixed, it's a little thicker. So with the Enfagrow, the main ingredients are non-fat milk, corn syrup solids, vegetable oil, combo of palm olein, coconut, soy, and high oleic sunflower oils. But it's got all your vitamins and minerals. So this per serving has 6 grams of fat, 160 calories, 20 carbs, 11 grams of sugars, and 6 grams of protein. So this actually has a little less fat than the Similac Go and Grow does. The Go and Grow's got 8 grams of fat, 16 carbs, 15 grams of sugars, and 4 grams of protein. So there is a slight difference on the vitamin and mineral content. So with the vitamin D and things like that, it's a little different between the two, and the iron's a little different, vitamin A, niacin, all that kind of stuff. So you'll just have to kind of look at what's going to work for you and your baby. Overall, there seems to be more deals on the Similac Go and Grow between Costco, Sam's Club, and Target. I just see more deals on it, so if you're looking for a good value, this may be the way to go. Now, in the Similac Go and Grow, the main ingredients are non-fat milk, lactose, high oleic safflower oil, soy oil, and coconut oil. So I feel with the Enfamil, or the Enfagrow, my daughter was having more kind of runny poops. And I read that can happen with the corn syrup solids. In a lot of like Total Comfort or Gentle Ease type formulas, you're gonna see those corn syrup solids because they help with digestion. It even says something about that on here, and I guess for mine, that just kind of gave her a little diarrhea. So, and that was with just like one serving of this per day. But what I've been able to do by having both of these on hand is if she's not going for a day or so, I make sure she's got some of this, and it seems to get things going again. So again, it's just kind of picking what's going to be better for your baby. Now at the same time, with the Go and Grow, the high oleic safflower oil, what my pediatrician explained to me is that's like a type of oil that's got the same properties as like olive oil or canola oil. It's closer to olive oil. So that's really got a lot of good DHA properties, and that brain growth is a biggie with these kids. Once you hit a year old, that cow's milk with that vitamin D, the DHA is really important. This seemed to be a better choice for that according to my pediatrician. Now I know all of them will be different, but that was something I also wanted to make sure we were getting in. Like I said, I feel like this one is just also more milk-like. It doesn't have that kind of sweet vanilla taste that the Enfagrow did. This is a little higher in fat content due to that high oleic safflower oil, but it's got those precious building blocks for the brain that your baby needs. There is some difference with the powders of these. This Go and Grow one is like just kind of your classic powdery, really easy to mix. The Enfagrow is a little kind of more clumpy powder, if that makes sense. It's almost like it's more moist in a way, so it really kind of holds together. It takes just a little more work mixing, but it will mix up fine. I would suggest if you have a spoon on hand, mixing both in with a spoon works really well. I would say even better than just shaking it. But if you're just shaking it in a bottle or a sippy cup, I think it's just easier with the Similac, in my opinion. Now, I also like that the Go and Grow Similac has this HMO. It's kind of a DHA, lutein, vitamin E property. They'll have some formulas that also have this, just some extra vitamins and minerals, and apparently it's like a compound found commonly in breast milk that they found a way to kind of imitate, and I think Similac is the only one I've seen that at least advertises that. So for me, that's a plus too, because I never breastfed. We formula fed by choice in the beginning, but I never got any milk anyways, so it was good to know that I was trying to give my baby the best when we were using some Similac formulas or samples of it and that sort of thing. So being we have so much of the Go and Grow, we'll be using it. We don't need to buy any more, probably forever, because we have so much on hand. But the Enfagrow is a good choice too. Just be cautious if your little one's kind of sensitive to corn syrup. This might make them a little more regular or a little too regular or cause some runny poops. Now, I don't know how other people use these. I'm just using them according to my pediatrician's recommendations, which is at least one a day. But if we're out and about, she might have like 2 cups of this a day, and she's been totally fine, especially with the Similac. However, with the Enfagrow, I noticed like when we did 2 cups, it was, got to be kind of runny poops, I think, from that corn syrup, from what my pediatrician explained to me. But like I said, at the same time, if my daughter seems constipated, I'll make sure to use this one, or else kind of cut it into the Similac one, which is kind of what I've been doing, because we have just one of these and I got like 6 of these. So just kind of a little mixing and matching. I know some people really are not into that, do not like it, think it's really bad, but everyone needs to make their own decisions on what they think is better for their baby. So both are great for brains, both are great for your baby. Follow your pediatrician's recommendations, but I've been really happy with both of these. I will say I like the Similac Go and Grow just a little bit better. Every baby's nutritional needs are different, so I suggest you talk with your pediatrician and then kind of just do your research to see what's out there. Hope that helps some of you make some decisions on what to feed your baby. And any questions, comments, please leave me a comment below and I'll try to answer it in regards to my experience with these products. Thanks!